Alright, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Real quick before we get into this, I just wanted to thank everyone. We hit 50 subscribers the other day. Really appreciate everyone who subscribed, who's watching the videos. Just thanks a lot for watching these videos. I love making them, and I love football. So let's get right into it with the Titans breakdown. Last season, 7-10, second AFC South, but 11th in the AFC. AFC South wasn't particularly strong, missed the playoffs. Not a great year from the Titans. Regressed from making the playoffs in a lot of previous seasons. Yeah. You had the Malik Willis experiment last year. Guess it didn't really go too well. Looking at notable additions, I'll get back into Malik Willis in a bit. Add to the O-line Daniel Brunskill and Andre Dillard. Azeez Al-Shaair from the 49ers, Sean Murphy-Bunting from the Bucks on defense, and then wide receiver Chris Moore from the Texans, and I skipped over Arden Key on the edge. Notable losses: Deshaun Hand, Randy Bullock, Dontrell Hilliard, Ben Jones, Zach Cunningham. Taylor Lewan is a big one. And Robert Woods was, I think, their number one receiver last year. They had Treylon Burks as well, but he was injured. Robert Woods might have been injured at the time too. The receiving room, not great, still isn't. Looking at the draft class, you have Peter Skoronski in the first round. I like that pick. You get Will Levis in the second. Personally, I'm not a Will Levis guy. I didn't like that he was getting the buzz he was getting. People were saying that, oh, he could go ahead of Stroud, he could go ahead of Richardson. I didn't like any of that, but getting him in the second round, which is what the Titans did, I think is actually fine. That's probably where I would have preferred him to be. You get Tajay Spears, potential Derrick Henry successor, maybe, and then Josh Wild, tight end, Jalen Duncan, another tackle. Skoronski could play guard or tackle for them, so another O-lineman, and then Colton Dowell, a wide receiver. So what's interesting here is the Will Levis pick. I did expect the Titans to be in contention for Will Levis, maybe with their first round pick, but they passed on him, which I did like that, and being able to get him in the second round is great, because it seems like they're kind of done with Ryan Tannehill. They tried out Malik Willis last year, and it just seems like the ownership group was not happy with how he played, and they just wanted something else, and that's what they have now in Will Levis. Looking at their opponents, obviously you play your division mates in the AFC South, you play the AFC North, the NFC South, as well as the Dolphins, Seahawks, and Chargers. So it is actually a pretty tough schedule. You have the NFC South in there, which is fine, but I don't think the Titans are going to be a particularly good team, so even quote-unquote weaker opponents they could struggle with. Now, looking at a ceiling for them, I think maybe they can get to 8-9. At this point, I feel like the offense is just Derrick Henry, and I love Derrick Henry, but I would expect to see some regression from him. He still had a great season last year, but I don't know how much longer he can keep it up. But I do think that they can put together an 8-9 season. You can split everyone in your division, sweep the NFC South, and maybe get one on the Steelers, potentially. But, yeah. Looking at the floor, this is kind of more in line with my thoughts. As you'll see here, my prediction and my floor are the same. I just don't really believe in Levis. The receiving core is not good. It's kind of just Treylon Burks. The O-line has improved. I like that, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for the whole offense. I like Chig Okonkwo at tight end, and then the defense, Jeffrey Simmons is great. Kevin Byard's great. There's not a whole lot else. I may be missing some people. Sorry if I am, but overall, I just don't think it's going to be a great team next season. So the floor for the team and my personal prediction is 3-14. Maybe Will Levis breaks out. He plays great. Treylon Burks becomes a top wide receiver in the league. Derrick Henry does not regress. And the O-line's great. Defense plays well. And this team could be a lot better than I think. And I'm not rooting against the Titans or anything. This is just my thoughts. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you like the content. Bye.